Hi, this is Mark from Scout, and today I'm gonna demo the software for Scout and for pet care provider business owners. This is your front page of your dashboard, where basically you can see um, your today's appointment in this section, where there's a scheduled appointment here. For example, this one as to appointment for today that is assigned to Grant in Mark, which is me. And down below, you see the completed section where your staff completed all these appointments. And down below it is the canceled appointment. On the right side corner, you can see the pending for approval here, meaning this is a new appointment that your customer is requesting. And you can click each one of these appointments if you are going to approve it or review it. Like, so for example, let's click the first one. And this is an approved appointment, as you can see. You have to read all the details, name of the customer, and number of pets. So there's 2 pets in here. So it's checked. Now, this one right here doesn't have an assigned staff, just that you are going to review the appointment. This is up to you to whom you are going to assign this. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to assign it to myself. And you have to review the details of the service, start date, and the time. And down below, further down below, you can see you can pick up one of your add-on services if the customer or your customer wants it, and also surcharges. Now, take note that some of the surcharges here is automatic cancellation, holiday, or if it falls during the weekend or additional pets. You can also add notes here as a business owner. If you wanted to add a note here to your customer, you can put it here, or you can also put a business note here where you and your staff can see it. Now, once that's done, you're good with this appointment, and then you can click approve. And there you go. It should show up here on the today's appointment, which is, yep, there you go. And there's only one pending approval remaining here. So that's the front page of your dashboard. Now, the next one is the scheduling tab. This is where most of the day you are going to spend your time checking the appointments. You can also use the staff here, the day, which is all this appointment is today. It includes canceled, completed, and scheduled appointments. The dot here, it says purple. This is a scheduled appointment. It's not being started yet. The green, all the green there is completed appointment. The yellow one this is for the cancellation that's been canceled by the customer. And the orange one here, this is what we can see earlier. This isn't an unapproved appointment yet. So you have to approve it. You can also use the filter for week. It should load up here, and it should give you an insight of whole week of appointments activity. Now, for a month, you can also use this if you wanted to view all at once. There you go. And one thing you've noticed, there's full of the appointments right here. This is all of the appointments for all the staff, for all the customer. If you wanted to customize your search, you can do so by using the filters here on the left side corner. You can select any of your staff, and then it will filter out only for this staff that is assigned to this. You can also use customer. So, for example, this one. So you can filter out just by using the customer. And, or if you wanted to use just the service, like you wanted to view just for the 30 minutes of dog walking for today, and then you can do so by using this. You can also use the tag. Later on, we'll talk about the stack here. This is the tag for your customer and your staff. Say, for example, you have an expert dog walker for feeding, and then you could simply just use the tags here. Usually that's used for your staff. And also you can add tags for your customer just to let you know. And also you can use the other filters here by approval status, pending or denied. And also by appointment status, scheduled, cancel, late, and so on. That's for the scheduling tab. And by the way, you can also add an appointment manually here for your customer. If you want to click the add appointment button, get start choosing your customer and selecting a pen. You select your services that you offered. For example, it's this one, date, and the time that you want. Say, for example, is going to be 8 a.m. That's going to be range of that. The system adjusted it automatically. Now, scroll down a little bit right here. You can see you can assign it to your staff. Again, you can add services and surcharges as well with notes and business. It's the same thing that you are approving an appointment from the customer, but this is you manually adding the appointments. And you click save, and then it will show something. Hold on, let me save that. And there you go. You can, this is default where the system take the notified customer so that your customer will be notified through email. All right. So the next thing is the messages. Messages, this is actually an email where you can send a mass email to all of your customer if you are going to announce something new, something that was changed in your policy or service agreement. You can also use this to remind some of your customers that they need to update the card, why they cancel, why you guys cancel their appointment. So you can use this. So you can put a new message here, and then you can put a title, test, and then it will show all the origins here, which is your customers. You can select all of them, or you can select just a few of them. Or you can also use the filter here that's inactive or active. Then select the date here that has an appointment. There you go. Customer. You can also send this message to your staff, by the way. This one is for your customer. If you scroll down here, we need to select the appointments here. For example, that one. And explain customer. Okay. That. And all the way down, you can draft your message right here. Message subject and the body of your message. All right. And you can send it to your customers. Now going down to the billing right here, this is where all of your invoices that going to show up. So this is your billing period. In this case, this account has been set to weekly. If you go to the settings right here in billing preference, there you go. This is billing preference. This is where you are going to set up your, you can select an automated billing, which is in this test account, the automated billing is not enabled. It's disabled. But we recommend to use the automated billing. The automated billing will charge all of your customer automatically during your billing day. So in this case, it's weekly, or you can also choose the bi-weekly or monthly. That's going to be up to you. The invoices will be, if you're going to set it weekly, you are going to receive an email from Scout system that you have to review all of your invoices. And then on Tuesday, the system will automatically charge all of the customer invoices automatically. Okay, going back to the billing here. So again, this is what you can see right now is this is the billing period where you have most of the days during your billing day, you spend your time reviewing the latest billing period. In this case, you can also use the filter if you want, but if not, you can just simply click and choose a billing period that you want to review. In this case, we are going to review the September 4th and 10th. They say, for example, we click that. So there's still 3 invoices that is still open here and it's unpaid. So you can also, by the way, you're not doing this if you're an automated system. You don't need to like mark as paid just like that. The system does that if you're setting up automatically. So there's no need for you to do anything on your end. At the end of your billing day, all you have to do is just to check whether the system successfully runs all of the payments. If not, you can always reach out to customer service. This one right here is the latest, which is the current. So that's the orange one. And this is the latest generated invoice. And so the next step here is the file vault. This file vault here, this act like your personal file, like your service agreement file, your staff applications form or resume, or your customer pet details, vaccinations, and all of the stuff that you can do or upload here. Just like that. You can also edit one of your uploaded file and assign it to user. You can also add tags and the file. You can also put a description. This is the file name. You can also delete it. You can also upload it. Sorry, download it, the file, and you can also copy the link for that picture, the hyperlink. The next is the report. We have a lot of things here. This is for the bank reconciliation credit card. It, it explains everything here. This downloadable report allows you to match credit card payment and data and scout your bank deposit. So you can download all of this information, whatever things that you need that information. But usually most of our business owner is using the Payroll Interactive. This is where they review their staff payment for a specific period of time. You can view it just like this. So you can use the filter right here. Say, for example, September 1st, 12. So it will show all of your staff here that is being paid. You can review each one of them. If they have a dispute, this is where you review. And as you can see right now, it shows the invoices or the completed invoices for this. The one that you can see in this right here, this is the rate for this specific staff for this service. And that's the amount that they're being paid. Invoice summary. This downloadable contains a raw invoice, the spreadsheet form. You can also download the invoice line item summary, sales tax, transaction summary via rate. This is one of our payment processor. We also use Stripe. This one also very useful for you if you're going to download a report that contains the summary of what your staff are to be paid for a specific time period. This one contains total commission as well as the tip. This also can be uploaded into accounting or payroll software, stuff like that. We have for Gusta users, you can run the payroll with CSV. Also, we have a downloadable payroll, and that's going to be all of the data, like everything. Realize revenue. We do have a lot of revenue reports here that you can use. Estimated revenue, realize revenue by service plus, including the surcharges. Estimated future revenue by service plus surcharge. Outstanding prepaid account credits, prepaid account credit transactions, future revenue by appointments and surcharges. Future revenue per client. We have a new feature that will be coming on the next release where you can view the future revenue per city. Staff performance. This is where you can audit your staff. It's a downloadable report, contains useful information to review staff performance, and this is what it includes. all of the important details and information about the arrival time versus the actual arrival time. Late appointments, you can also download that report. Cancellation audit. This is also a downloadable report. It contains all of the list of the cancellation for a specific time period. And that's it for the reporting tab. Staff. This is the tab where you manage your staff. This is where you add the staff right here in this button. So you can put all the basic details here. This is optional, and you can also, again, put a tag right here. If this is a dog expert, you can just simply put a dog expert. Though I'll teach you how to add a tag later on. And this is very important. You have to put an email address from that staff. And once all of the information is done, you can click Save and Notify. And that will notify that staff, and they receive an activation link for them to create a password and for them to log in to their Walker app. You can also set the permission for each of these staff. You can click them. You can click one of that and go to permission, and you can adjust anything, any position that you want them, or a permission. File vault, you can upload there, just like what I've said, you can use the file vault here for each of your staff. You can upload probably their pictures, their resume, or whatever. Right here in this section, you can set a payroll rate. This is a custom payroll rates. For example, you have a service for 30 minutes of dog walking. You are charging the customer for $30, say, for example. And the regular staff rate for this is, let's just say, for example, you're paying your staff for $5, and say you wanted to change that for this specific staff only. I wanted to do it like 10 because this is an expert staff and this is my long time staff. So you can do it here. It will override the regular staff rate from this service by adding a custom rate right here. I can also show you how to do that. So you can select a service, for example, a 5-minute walk. I wanted to create a custom rate for this staff. You can select either percentage or fixed, set amount, and then you can add rate. It will be added right here down below. Staff tier. This is where you can add a staff tier where you can segregate junior walkers or senior walkers or your admin staff. Say, for example, if you're going to select the junior walkers here, and once you confirm it, it will override everything here. I'll show you later on how to set the staff tier later. So that was for the staff. This filter right here in the top, we are selecting the active staff that you have. So you can also search for inactive, or you can use the all filter there. You can also search that by email, phone number, or name, or by using the tag. The next one is the availability. This is where you are going to set the availability of your staff. And for the next release soon, your staff will be able to set their own availability to the Walker app. That's going to be for the next release. And this is where you are going to set your staff availability. In this case, this is me. I haven't set any availability here. And what I can see, if I'm going to remove the filter, it will show everything here. The only staff that set availability for work is for Paula. So you see it's all green right here. And the next one is the customer. Basically, this is the same thing as for staff. It's the same filter right at the top here. It's the same thing. You have to click that add button and complete all the needed details here. The name, last name, address. The most important one is the email address. You really have to put a correct email address here because Once you once you added a customer, and when you click this, it will send an activation link to their email, which they have to complete that for to the end user for them to create an account and for them to log into the pet parent and start to schedule an appointment. And also going back to the customer here, just like what we did with the staff right here, it's the same function, but there's just a lot of options that you can see right here. This is one of the profile of the customer, and you can see the key code. You can set that up. This is the basic details and the contact information here, and the tag and the home information, like the alarm instruction. You can put that, or your customer can change this using their pet parent app too. You can also check their pets, or you can manually add another additional pet here. Again, the pet parent app where your customer can do this on their pet parent. Billing, you can set their billing, whether they're paying you cash, or if you disable this, you can add a payment method here, or your customer can add a payment method using the pet parent. Make sure that the accept cash check right here is disabled and not enabled so that they can add a card using the pet parent. So in this case, it's disabled for the payment method, but this is just a test. You can also set the sales tax over right here. You can set a percentage that depends on in your area. Account credit. So the account credit and prepaid credit is merged, actually pretty much the same, but usually the business owner are going to put an account credit for a bonus or stuff, something like, or whatever reason that you are going to add like account credit for that customer. The prepaid credit, this is where, for example, like I'll give you a scenario. Your customer purchased a prepaid credit using the pet parent app. It's like a prepay. They are paying you in advance, and that will be added to their profile as a prepaid credit. And then later on, they can use it to pay for their completed appointments. And the system will automatically charge that if you're on automated. And if you're in manual billing, the system will also charge first the prepaid credit for that customer. The invoices right here, this is for this specific customer only. When you click that invoice, it will show everything here for this customer. Services, where this is where you can add a custom rate, just like what you can set for your staff rate. You can add a custom rate here where you can customize the specific service price to this customer. So say, for example, this is your loyal customer and you wanted to have a discounted rate, and you can do that here. The add-on is you can also add a custom rate for an add-on. You can put a discounted price for your add-on here. Surcharges, it's the same thing. You can put a customized discounted surcharges here if you like. Fileable, this is where, again, you can put a resume, any information with the dog, the vet. You can upload all the files right here. Leads, show you the leads. So this is where you can see the leads. As you can see, if you have the website, your own custom website, you can use our lead form right here, which is located in the settings, and then scroll all the way down. You can see leads right here. Where you can install this to one of your website page. And when your customers sign up to this form, all of that information will be showing right here. Say, for example, this one right here, brand, and she was contacted July 6th of 2023 this year, 5:24 p.m. So once everything is set up right here, and then everything is good with this customer, you can click convert to customer. And once you click convert to customer right here, that customer information, that will be your regular customer, it will show right here. And then they can start to schedule an appointment using the pet. So this is where all of your leads. You can also click the search button here if there's a lot of leads that's showing up right here. Settings. This is all of the things that you need. You can do to change your configuration of your business account. Profile, where this is where your business name. You can also update it if you wanted to update all the information that you want here. Again, I've mentioned earlier about the tags. This is where you can edit your tags. So you click update and then scroll all the way down. There you go. You can add a tag right here and put a tag name there. Senior dog walker. So you can select the color. I say I'm going to select the indigo, and you can click add, and there you go. It's showing here, senior dog walker. I'm going to save it. Says save successful. So let me show you the use case of that. So say, for example, I wanted to add that tag to this person. Yes, this is a senior walker. So I'm going to click actions, update profile, scroll down, and tag, and we will search that senior. There you go. And then you click save. And that's it. And by the way, the use of this tag is very useful for, say, for example, a big business, big or small, where your admin staff can assign the right staff or employee to a specific customer based on the profession or the expertise of your staff. And that's it for the tags. Get back to the settings. This is where your profile, your branding. You can select a primary color here, the link. You can also upload your own logo. Your logo will be visible to your mobile app of the pet parent. And this is what it looks like on the mobile. You can also select display a different logo for your mobile, and then you can upload a separate logo versus the one on the web. But most of the customers using the mobile app nowadays. Hours. You can also set your business hours here, your schedule, what time that you are going to open and close. So basically, this is your business operating time. Holidays, you can set a holiday here. You can also add a custom holiday, say for Christmas Day, add a holiday. Yeah, it will be added. Now, this is for the smart charges. There you go. Where if it falls to your holiday, to the holiday that you've set, then your customer will be charged $5 for that automatically. Blackout dates. This is where you can add a blackout date trick here. So you can select where you want it at the start date and the end date. So this is very useful for, say, for example, if you're going to a vacation and your business is closed, then you can use the blackout dates here where your customer cannot request an appointment on a specific date that you selected. Scheduling preference. This is where you're going to select either arrival windows. You can preset your arrival windows right here. So if like this, we have segregated our schedules here. There's a certain early morning. So this is like a whole week here. So early morning starts at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., mid morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., early afternoon start at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and so on. So this is where you set your arrival window. You can also select a specific time. There you go, where your customer can literally select like a specific time that they want. You can also select the arrival mode windows here. In this case, this account has been set to hybrid, where you can see the specific time, staff see the specific time. My customer can see the arrival windows. You can also select universal, where I could see the arrival windows only, and the staff see the arrival windows, including customer. You can also allow the custom arrival windows by setting up like a minimum start between end of the block, between the start and the of the block. See, for example, you are setting up for 2 hours, so your customer can only set the minimum of 2 hours from the start and end of the block. New appointment requests, you can set any restrictions here that you want. Changes to an existing appointment, you can put a restriction for that. You can also, this is a default here. This is up to you if you're going to display all of this information. But for me, I recommend that you have to enable this. Backup. This is where your schedule will automatically be backed up on daily basis and it will be saved via CSV file. That contains your schedule for the following 3 days. And this will be fully available to you via a link that is being sent to you to your email every day. The services, this is where you are going to set your primary service. So the primary service that you're offering. If you're going to add a service, you click this button right here, which is a service template. If this is a visit, a walk, or you can also select a customer. If this is a walk, then you need to select walk. You can change the name. Say, for example, this is a 40 minutes private walk. And you can put a description. Also the price, $30. 40 minutes. This is in minutes, not an hour. So you can put a minutes. Is this required? Yes, you have to enable that. Hide from customer. No, you have to disable this. If you're going to enable this, your customer can't see this service that you're offering. This one is useful for if you have a special offer for services and you have to hide it from customer and you're the only one or you and your staff can only special service. Photo checked in. This is very important. You have to enable this for your staff to upload and check in photos when they are starting. Wait, GPS tracking. This is very important too. So your customer can see the walk around. And this is fully available for viewing on our. Now, this one needs to be disabled. Set your staff rate. This is where you can also set your staff rate for this service. See, for example, you have a $40 regular price and you wanted to pay your staff for, say, for example, half of it, $20. And you click save, and every time your staff completed this 40 minutes private walk, they will be paid for $20. Or you can also select percentage or not being paid at all. And this is where, all of your services that you've created will show up. And you might notice that there's like an icon here on the left side corner. This one is this service you're supposed to check in enable. This one that's it. And so this is the GPS enabled icon too. This is where you can identify if this service has been enabled with GPS or a photo check feature. Add-ons. This is where you can add service add-ons, just like adding the service. You can basically add feeding or medication. You can put a name of your medication here and this price. If this is required, you can also, the default for this is disabled because that will be up to your customer if they wanted this. If they weren't, then you can add that to their appointment. Or you can also enable this and for them to require to have the medication. But that's going to be up to you. Instead, set your staff rate right here. It's the same thing. You just complete this one. But yeah, same thing. You can fix our percentage or not pay this staff at all. And this is where all of your add-ons will be set. Smart charges. This is the automated smart charge. Like say, for example, if your customer is scheduling or requesting an appointment and there's like 2 pets or there's like 1 additional pets and you are charging them like $20 automatically. on their invoice or once their invoice is generated. You can also edit the staff right here. If you're going to pay your staff, or how much is the amount that you're going to pay your staff for additional. Again, each additional pet will be $20. Cancellation. This is a cancellation where you can charge your customer like 100%. That's up to you. How much is your cancellation fee? And also you can set a staff right here. How much is your staff is being paid for that cancellation or not at all. This is the cancellation window where you can set specific hours where you can can cancel before appointment starts, before this charge is being applied. Or this is where you can set right here. Say, for example, if you are restricting your customer like an hour or two before the appointment starts, this is where you can select. This is where you can set the hours. Holiday, again, I already mentioned this. This is an automated charge once it falls through your holiday that you have set up. You can also click this and you will be routed back to the holiday. Last minute is you enable this. The last minute charge will be applied when the appointment falls within the last minute of the appointment. This is where you have to set the last minute window here. In this case, our test account is being set to 40 hours last minute. So it's going to be like 2 days, where if the customer book an appointment like 2 days and they are not going to be charged for the last minute, they're setting up an appointment like within or beyond this 40 hours, your customer will be charged for $10. You can also set the step right here. In this case, it's being set to 100%. So your staff will be paid $10. Weekend. This is extra charges where it's automatically applied to the appointment, both again on Saturday or Sunday. You can set a percentage amount or a fixed amount right here. And the same thing, you can set staff rate. And all of this will be automatically applied and generated to your customer invoice. Custom. This is not an automated though. You can add a custom charges here. As you can see, you can add it like cancellation or whatever custom charges that you want to add here. Click that add button, the name, and the price. And you can select if you wanted to pay your staff for this or not. So billing, this is where, again, I've already explained this, so I'm going to skip this one. Payments. This is our payment processor, and we are using Stripe. Once you create a business account, you can see a button either you have to connect with Stripe and you have to create an account with Stripe. If you have an account, Stripe account already, you have to do is just click log in with Stripe and then log in your existing account and connect on your Scout business account for automated billing purposes, or so that you will be paid from the payment of the customer. You can also accept cash or check, but we highly recommend that you are going to use the automated billing right here. Allow customer to purchase prepaid credit. This is what I'm talking about earlier about credit. If you enable this option, then your customer can use the pet parent to purchase a prepaid credit that they are going to use later on to pay for their complete their appointments. Invoices. This is where the settings or the configuration of your invoices, the payment terms. You can set a payment terms here, set a number of days that the invoice should be paid. In this case, we set it for 50 days, but as it's up to you, whatever numbers that you're going to put it. Memo. You can add a default memo to unpaid invoices in the campaign period. Sales tax. You can set a sales tax here. This will be applied to the next billing period once you change the sales tax here. It's going to be you who is responsible in putting the correct taxes here, but it depends on your area or your state. Additional fee, you can add in like additional fee to each of your customer invoices. This is up to you what this additional fee, or you can rename this a custom label right here and to specify what is this for. Web portal. This is your customer web portal. This is for those customers who don't want to use the Pet Panda and just wanted to use the web-based portal. When you click this, they will be routed to the web portal of the web app where it's connected to your business account. Staff tier. This is what I'm talking about earlier. We added a junior walker right there. If we're going to edit and look into it, so this is the rate of junior walker. So for grooming, this is for add-on. It's fixed with $10. You can configure and add a lot of a rate for the service here. Say, for example, for junior walkers, for the service of a 30 minutes, I'm going to pay them for just $15 because they are just junior for starters. You can add every services that you want here for this specific staff tier. Then click save and it will be added right here on this section. And you click save. Now, that is for the junior walker. You can also add a tier here. It's just for senior walker. Add a rate. So for example, I'm going to add that for fixed. For senior, I'm going to be paying them for $20. And you have to save it. And there you go. So you have the staff tier right here. Now, if you go to staff, payroll rates, and then you can apply now the staff tier. This is what we've added earlier. And once you confirm that, it will override everything. This will be deleted and will be replaced with the senior walker rates. Mobile app. This is where the settings where you can enable the early check-in. So if you enable this, you prevent your staff from checking into an appointment too early by setting a maximum early check-in time. So if you enable this, you can set the minutes here where your staff can or is allowed to check in an appointment. So if you don't want to put a restriction, you can disable. Service agreement. This is where you are going to publish your SI. So you can copy and paste your service agreement and then save. This is where you can enable your staff tip. You can allow your customer to leave gratuity or tip or a staff member after the appointment's been completed. Your customer will get an email sent to them, and there's a button there where they can add a tip. And this one also can send, this feature will send a notification to staff when the gratuity is added to their appointment. Notifications. This is where a notification of new request. You can take this notify me of all the new requests. So basically, this is all the notification for all specific activity here. This is for new requests, cancellations, late. You send a customer note updates. This is for staff. This is when the customer update notes for an appointment, and then your staff will get email about it. Upcoming pet birthdays. So sends the business owner weekly email that lists pet birthdays for the upcoming week. Leads. This is a lead form where you can install it into if you have a custom website, you can use this code right here and you can add a new page and then install this form, and you will have your sign up form for your prospect customer. Export. This is where you can export data. You can download your customer or list of your customer, list of pets, and downloadable export contains a list of all of your stuff. And that's it. This one right here is the support where you can go to our website and then you click the bubble or the chat bubble right here, and you can talk to us and that's it. That's for the full demo video for Scout platform. Thank you so much for watching.